Yeah, this is Tally, K9Legend Dog will be there trader back with you again. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the sit command. Sit is one of the most commands that you need for your dog to know. It's the easiest command to teach your dog. When we teach a dog to sit, we want the dog to stay in the sit position. It's not your traditional sit. Get the dog to sit, hurry up and give it a treat quick as you can. No, I don't want your dogs popping up when your dog sits. I want your dog to sit, and I want your dog to stay sitting until you tell your dog to okay. The okay is the release. The marker is yes, good boy, good girl, or a clicker. I will show you today how to do it with a choke collar, bringing the dog up into the sit position. I like to use a balance of positive reinforcement and correction training, meaning I like the prong collars way more than your choke collars, but in the training, I will show you how to use a choke collar, a prong collar, and your electric e-trainer. I call it a remote control trainer. We will show you how to use that today when we go out onto the field. But right now I'm going to pull out Tyson here shortly and show you exactly how to get your dog into the sit position. When we have our choke collars, let me see where my choke collar. When we have our choke collars, before we put it on the dog, we need to get our choke collars right and make sure we put it through the loop. And then when we turn it around, we want to make sure it goes right, because if it's like this, it's not right. This isn't right. It's just gonna lock. We want it to be on like this way here. So when you pull it, it slips like that. Again, if it's the wrong way, you pull it, it's not gonna stay tight. You want to make sure you pull it and it goes back loose. So when the dog is doing it, it can feel the pressure. You pull it up and the dog feels the pressure. As soon as the dog gets in position, you release it. They get used to that pressure, and that's why I always tell people when they come out to buy shot collars, or they ask me about where they can get their shot collars and buying remote control trainers, you don't want to use it if your dog doesn't know the command. So if my dog didn't know what sit mean, I would never put the remote control trainer on it until it knows exactly what sits means. Alright, let me pull out Tyson here. Tyson is about a 19-month-old American Pit Bull Terrier. He's a really good dog. He's already trained, so I'll show you exactly how to do the sit with him first. Zits. Okay, so big zits, and he heard me say it's release. So basically, when I pull out Tyson here, you probably won't be seeing nothing but the dog in my lower half and my hands and everything. And you can just listen to what I say. You don't have to see my face when I'm trying to tell you what to do here. Get my collar, my leash ready. It's about a 6-foot leash here. I like the 4-foot leash better. And when you put it on him, again, you want to make sure it's on right. And you get the dog over to you. Make sure you're gonna put this on right here. Here. Alright, so when we first do this here, when we want to teach a dog to sit, we want to lift up on this and press his butt down at the same time. And then we want to release, okay? Again, lift up, push down. Good boy, release, okay? Again, lift up, push down. Good boy, okay. Lift up, push down, good boy, okay. And then you can give them treats here and there, and then you can let them be free for a little bit, then get them back to focus. Again, you see I'm not saying sit here because it's a weak behavior, especially with your dogs. It's probably a weak behavior when you're telling the dogs to sit over and over. I don't want you to do that. In the beginning, you can just lift up, push down, and then we'll start adding the sit in there. If we were doing this the positive way, this is exactly how we would do it, okay? Let the dog smother the treat in your hand. We don't need a leash for that. Let the dog smother the treat in your hand. Take it back towards his butt. Good boy. And then when I'm ready for him to get it, okay? And I will give him the treat. Again. Let him smother the treat. Lift back. Good boy. Okay. Smother the treat. Push back towards his butt. Good boy. Okay. No giving treats while they're in the sit. We only want to give it to them when they're out of their sit and we already said okay. So let her smell it. Push back, good boy. Okay. Alright, so I'll pull out another dog and show you exactly how to do that with your younger dogs or a dog that's not, because like I said, Tyson already knows the sit command, so if I get him over here, Tyson, here, zits, good boy, he already knows the sit command. So that's what your finishing work can look like, just like this here, zits. And then when I'm ready for the dog to get that treat that went under here, I'll say, okay. And if he could get it, he would get it. And it went back too far for him to get in the cage. Good boy. Zits. Good boy. Now we'll pull out a dog that has a lot of energy and show you what it's gonna look like with a dog that has a lot of energy. Here, I will show you exactly how to do it with your prong collar. Let me steal this prong collar off of you. Your prong collar looks bad, but it's better than the choker. Dog that has a lot of energy. When you open your cage, you want to kind of put your foot there and wait for the dog to calm down a little bit. And as soon as it comes out, hurry up and get your collar on it. So as you see, this dog has a lot of energy here and should be ready to work. This is the same age as the other one there. Her name is Nala, not Chimano's American Pit Bull Terrier, female. A lot of energy, as you see. All right, so with this dog, we would go straight into the correction training. Nope, she doesn't. She can use positive, but she has too much energy to mess around with. So, okay. So we go ahead and lift up, get her to sit. And then we release her. Okay. A lot of energy, as you see. Lift up. And you can use a ball. I'll show you exactly how to use a ball. If the dog wants to toy, okay. Let the dog see the toy. Take it over the head just like you took your treat. Get the dog into the position. And kind of lift up on this at the same time. And then you give the dog, okay. Alright, so that's gonna be almost over for the sit. Let me pull out the last dog here, and I'll show you exactly how to do that with another calm dog. And then we'll get outside. Once I get outside making videos, it'll be a little bit before I get her outside showing you, because as you can see, the energy level, you want the dog to be kind of calm. You don't want it to be super excited and have all this energy. And with this puppy here, I'll show you exactly how to do it with positive reinforcement. No correction for the puppy right now. No correction for this puppy. Basic positive reinforcement. Get her, make sure she's ready to work. Let her smell your treats. Make her be willing to work. You see she's more calm, but excited about the treats. Willing to work, ready to work. Like, what's going on? What do I need to do here? So get her to smell the treat. Take it over. Good girl. Okay, and then she can get up. Good girl. Okay, and then she can get up. For you ones that are using clickers out there, I'll show you how to do it with a clicker. This is your clicker here. Your device that makes that noise, it's a clicker right there. Can you pass me that? So here's another clicker. All right, so we let the dog smell the treat, right? Let the dog smell the treat. Take it back towards the dog's butt, in between the ears here. Click. Okay. and then you will release it. This dog knows a different language for the okay, so it's Cali, and I don't want to mess the dog up, so I need to make sure I'm saying the right word. When you start training, like I said, it's about patience, consistency, and repetition. Your consistency is saying the same word over and over. If I want the dog to learn to sit by the sit command, I say sit. If I want my dog over here to learn by zitten, I say zitten. The other one, I say Centarsi, I wanted to do Centarsi. And this one, if I say zits, or that one I say zits, I want to say zits. So I want to use the same word every time. So if I was teaching the dog how to sit in English, of course I'm going to say sit. I'm not going to say sit down, sit all the way, just plain old sit. So this is how you want to do it with your clicker. Let the dog smell it, take it back. That was a little too early, but she's still sitting. So, okay. Again, I have to say Cali, so I'm just for you guys that speak English, you say okay. But if you have multiple dogs like I do here, you want different languages, so everybody's not doing the same thing. So, Cali, and then eventually, like I said, I want your sits to be looking like this. Cali, exactly like that. Putting your treats down. The dog staying focused on you, knowing that sit means sit until I say okay. If a treat drops on the ground, the dog needs to still stay in the sit, and it doesn't need to go after it. Cali. And then as soon as I release the dog can have it. Here we go. Let me get it right here. Alright, so this is K9Legend Dog Obedience Trainer here, Tyler Jackson. You can find me on Facebook, K9Legend Dog Obedience Trainer, or you can find me on there, my personal page, Tally Jackson IV. Continue to watch the videos, comment, subscribe. The next video that I'll be having come up is on focus, teaching your dog how to focus. So when it comes to time when I want your dog to focus, your dog can learn how to focus in between sessions when I'm not with you or I'm not there to teach you how to do the focus. You can practice with your dog at home. So remember, sit means sit. Get your dog to do the sit and keep your dog in the sit until you release the dog and tell the dog that they can have the treat. Have a nice day, Cal.